Are we born to be rats? There are so many idioms comparing employees with that of rats. Is it justifiable to call employees as rats? Some of the idioms which I'm going to share later on. But we are in this world constantly engaged with competing with our own friends and colleagues, either in the same industry, in the same domain, in the same company, or you're comparing yourself with a friend from a different company, from a different domain altogether. And why we do all this, why we are in this constant competition or this constant rat race? Obviously, we want a better hike, we want a better rating, we want a good recognition from the team, we want accolades from our bosses, and hence we strive to be better than the other. If you're on the top, you're the cream, and hence you get all the accolades and get all the appreciation and the best hikes that you can ever wonder about. And is it worth it? I was just thinking, is it worth all this? How do you achieve all these aspects of being better than the other? We have to spend sleepless nights, right? You have to be constantly upgrading your skills. You have to be in the constant search saying that which is the next best thing I can do. You're in constant innovation. That's a good thing if you're doing it from the right purpose. But if you're doing it from a purpose of competing with somebody else, with your friends and colleagues, then it's going to be detrimental. It's going to cause you sleepless nights. A lot of my own friends, I would say like 2 or 3 people have been calling me to say, this friend of mine has been doing significantly well. He has traveled the United States and he's earning great. We have done the same studies. But see, he is getting more. And what it has resulted? Health issues. It has resulted into mental issues. There have been cases of people complaining about they are not able to sustain or get job, or not able to sustain long enough into the job because they are not able to compete in the job. Sustainability. So the competitive nature is eating out our health and mental issues, isn't it? Causing health and mental issues. Is it worthwhile? And how do we achieve this? You all know, as I just explained. But in the process of doing this, in the process of doing this hard work, in the process of spending sleepless hours, in the process of burning your midnight oil, are you forgetting something? Are you forgetting the real rat? I have forgotten the real rat in the initial 10 years. I have forgotten that the real rat was actually inflation. I had to be fighting against inflation. That is because inflation is who is eating our real capital. By putting our money into the fixed deposit or provident fund thinking that you are getting a salary, hey, I'm earning, kisi ko parwa nahi. I'm earning so I can pay the taxes. Who cares, right? My corpus is there. Without realizing that inflation is actually eating up into the corpus every day, every year for the past 10 years, which it has done for me. Is it worthwhile? In all this competition, we forget our real competitor, that is our inflation. And after 10 years, I realized that investing into assets which actually beat that main rat is actually going to be helpful to me. So by fighting that main rat, slowly, gradually by investing into properties and then into stocks to significantly outcome inflation, and then slowly, once you outcome inflation, you can then choose your next competitor, that is your Nifty index. And then gradually you can also select some of the mutual funds to compete with. Most of the returns, whether it's Nifty or mutual funds, have more or less done the same kind of returns from a long-term duration. When you compare it from a marketing perspective, the mutual fund may show you a glorious picture, saying that, hey, I have done just this great returns. Well, you should do your own research before believing in such things. So you know who is the real rat right now. The real rat is inflation, whom we need to all fight against, not with our colleagues, not for our hikes. Well, you should innovate yourself. We should improve upon our knowledge, not only in the technical aspects in which we actually, are working into, but also another aspect it is coming to about finances. We should be able to manage and be knowledgeable and literal about our finances. And financials is a big topic. I was thinking it is just about handling money. No, it's a huge topic which after you know, you'll realize its vastness. So click on the subscribe button and continue watching my further videos. Don't forget any of the videos from being watched. See you until then. Bye.